Hey, good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday night. Don't know what time it is for you, wherever you are, but I am All That Pat, part of the New York Nerd Show Network, and this is Crazy Card Collecting. And today we're going to take a look at another one of our trash can packagings for Garbage Pail Kids 35th anniversary set. They came out a little while ago, probably a couple months, but really digging deep into these. Love the new Garbage Pail Kids. Really never stopped loving them, even from when I was a kid back in the late 80s, early 90s. Loved them then. Loved them in the early 2000s too, when they had a little bit of a comeback then. And yeah, I still love them now. It doesn't matter how old I get. I always want to open up a fresh pack. So my lovely wife, Bitter Ritz, she always packs these up and surprises me with them. She actually surprised me with this pack a couple days ago, really. So again, this is a dumpster pack. And I think it's called the Blaster Pack. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different phrases for these, but these are one of your best options to get some of the exclusive packs, the specialty cards. There's also a big collectibles pack that they sell at comic book shops and stuff. I can never find those. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what we get today. Also want to give you a little bit of a heads up. If you are into collecting cards right now, Garbage Pail Kids are definitely hot movement and properties. Two ways to look at this, right? Right now, if you want to get the specialty cards, like the autographs, the printing plates, or the rainbows, any of that kind of thing. Rainbow has to do with different colored borders. Get some of these packs or the bigger packs. You're going to be doing a lot of hunting for those. However, if you're just like me and you want to get all the regular cards, one of the best things to do, I love hunting these in the wild, but if you hit that level of frustration, a lot of the purchasers or just scalpers, honestly, and resellers, they buy all these packs just to get those expensive cards. And then you can actually turn around and buy full sets of the regular cards off them online on eBay for a pretty good price, to be totally honest with you. So I like the hunt. I go through the hunt until the cards are pretty much not able to be found. And then I go and buy the full set. However, tonight, let's see if we get one of those crazy specialty cards, because you never know. I'm not going to complain. I'll tell you that much. I'll be super excited. So inside the trash can container, this is what you get. All right, nothing else. Ooh, very cool. So you get three, I think it is, three exclusive midlife crisis cards. Yeah. So there's a couple of these. Yeah, there's three. There's three midlife crisis cards right here. I'll take a look at those. Actually, let's start with those. These are typically, from what I saw before, they're almost kind of like parodies of the parodies themselves. So thanks for joining us, by the way, if you're just popping on. Taking a look at the Garbage Pail Kids 35th anniversary set. A couple cards. I've been collecting these a lot lately. Again, like I was saying, if you're into Garbage Pail Kids, now's the time for sure, especially because there's a market out there once again. But in my midlife crisis card, we have Deflate Ted. Deflated looks a lot like Adam Bomb. Pete Seat. I do believe this was also similar to one of the earlier cards. And Dayton Ape. No, yeah, Dayton App. Very nice. Now, the backs of these ones are very similar to what these sets over the past 10 years have been looking like. Very bland, just like an explosion part on the back. Some of them had a series on them. But this is not the story tonight, though, because what they really went back into for the 35th anniversary packs, you get 5 in this dumpster, the trash can, whatever you want to call them. They've gone back to having the really cool, exciting backs, whether they be puzzle pack backs, or if they have almost the old Wanted poster backs they had back in the day. Lots of cool stuff. These are actually report cards. So I don't even know how to feel these up and to kind of see if there's anything interesting in them. I don't tell a difference. I'm guessing if there was a metal printing plate or a stamping plate, I'd be able to tell that. But again, we're going to take a look at some of these as we go. So again, if you're into card collecting, like I said, Garbage Pail Kids are definitely the way to go right now. But also, believe it or not, Marvel Universe cards from the early 1990s, those are having a real big resurgence. And believe it or not, if you have played any of the old WWF trading card games, look them over, because these little cards that came with them, Phineas Guy was not going to be anything crazy. But one thing big on these is that those cards for The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin from this trivia game, they're actually selling for amazing amounts of money because they're considered these Legends of the Squared Circles rookie cards. Take a look at those if you happen to be in that. If you have those trivia games from back in the day, you'll be surprised. So yeah, thank you for joining us, Cheryl. Yeah, these are definitely Garbage Pail Kids. Actually, almost never really went away. They went away for a little bit in the late 90s, came back in the early 2000s for a very quiet run. They're considered ANS, a new series, if you're ever looking up those. and now they've come back for probably the last 5 or 6 years, and they seriously are so collectible. They're spending big money on these, to be totally honest with you. This one right here is what we call the border cards, the rainbows. These particular cards right here, like this one, they'll come with 9 different color borders, and you want to catch the rainbow if you're really big into collecting. I'm big into collecting, but I don't need to find like all these different variants, only because they become so unbelievably expensive. The art style is different, not anything crazy different, but Topps got sued many years ago because they were going directly off of the Cabbage Patch Kid look, so they did have to adjust it. And also the ribbon border, the banner border, that started in the early 90s after I think it was Series 6, and they've stuck with it ever since. So there's my first pack, and I'll definitely I'm going to look at these a little bit more in depth too in a second, but just spreading the gossip, spreading the news. So here we go. Let's continue. Here's our second pack. And this one's interesting because so as I mentioned, this one actually has what had been the signature background of the past 5 to 6 years of Garbage Pail Kids. Not super exciting, but all the other ones went back to the old school. Like here's a puzzle piece that's putting a big puzzle together. I'm not sure which one that is. Oh, it's the big dinosaur guy, Rodzilla or something like that. But then there are these ones, like the little, like they're on a clipboard, kind of giving you an idea. And what's cool about these is that these are actually throw-ups. Talk about Garbage Pail Kids, it gets them vomiting, right? These are kind of like looking at an old card from back in the day. Shut Up Sherwin, he had the corks all over his face. I'll try to find that because I have a bunch of the old ones. And then this is what he would look like today. And it's the double whammy because it is another rainbow card, which means, again, this particular card has 9 different colors on the border. Bonnie Bunny, again, that was a long time ago. She was like a Playboy bunny, basically. And now this is what she looks like now, all grown up. And then we've got, let's see, Rembrandt, very nice. And 2 more here. We got Jesse Jester, and then we have Ira Stinks. What? Oh, Stink IRA. Stink IRA. Stink IRA. Stink Eye. That's what it is. Okay. Got it. Yeah. I'm operating a little slow tonight. Again, as you're joining in, really thank you for coming on. As part of the New York Nerd Show Network. I'm AllThatPat, and you're watching Crazy Card Collecting. I'm opening up a Garbage Pail Kids set from the 35th anniversary edition. Came out a couple months ago. If you can find them, awesome. If you can't, oh my God. Let's talk. All right. All right, so here we go. Continuing. I got a whole giant box of them over here. Multiple binders. I'm actually, for what it's worth, here's my binder that I'm putting together with this particular set. So I got a whole bunch of sleeves. I'm getting ready to go. My wife, Bitter Ritz, she definitely she supports this, but I don't think she really likes Garbage Pail Kids. All right, so here we go. Our next set, Prickly Rick. Wish I could read backwards. Jolly Roger. As a teacher, you'd think I could. I could read upside down easily. Dale Snail. This, you might recognize. This was definitely one of the old ones. And now he's all grown up, basically. That's the whole concept here. Again, they're celebrating the 35th anniversary of the Garbage Pail Kids. And here comes, I'm getting a lot of rainbows today. Shred and Kevin. And this is kind of cool, too, because on the back, this is when they get awards. Again, back in the day, they'd have wanted posters. And now they have awards given to the Garbage Pail Kids. Again, I was just really excited that they actually went back to the concept of actually having like interesting backgrounds. Because again, back in the day, that's what it was. They'd have Bazooka Joe style comics on the back, the wanted posters, the puzzle cards. And then over the last 5 years, they really stuck to just this kind of nonsense, which again, it is what it is. I just think that because these cards are getting more and more collectible, the newer sets especially, they are basically really trying to get across the idea that, bottom line is they just want to make sure that now that they've gotten now that they're seeing some popularity with a new audience, I think the artists themselves and Topps are like, you know what, I guess we can put some more money into this. Again, if you're not sure about the Garbage Pail Kids nowadays, just go to Topps. Go to Topps.com and you'll see they actually put out one set a week. It is bonkers. It'll be like a limited run set, like 5. and you buy them for like 20 bucks and they flip. I mean, I don't really do it, but they're crazy. They just had one about a week or two ago, and it was all featuring the GameStop stock market thing, to give you an idea how, this is funny, Klingon from Star Trek, to give you an idea about, how quickly the turnaround is on some of these cards. That'll give you the idea right then and there. So it's kind of funny. Milt and cookies, delicious. Then we got Doug House and Upload Ed. Oh boy. Oh boy. Visible Victor. Make Earth Gray Again. Wonder what that's a takeoff of. And oh, wonderful, delicious, right to the stomach right there. Ruth Brush. Gotta love that. You gotta have your boogers in your Garbage Pail Kids. Got to. So like I was mentioning to you guys as you've been watching, this new set, the 35th anniversary pack, they do come in. I'll be showing a couple packs. Well, basically, if you see them at Target or Walmart, this is what the actual pack looks like. They got the logo right down there. These retail for about $4 to $6. They have 6-hour 2-packs. And then this was a gift. I think Bitter Ritz told me it was like 10 to 12 bucks. Not bad for all the cards you get. And again, you look at the backs of these. Here's your old school yellow checklist, very similar to the original set. And then you've got your awards that they have on there. Some are just bland like this, celebrating the 35th anniversary of Garbage Pail Kids. And then some of them are going to look very old school too. They're like the puzzles. Again, I've been collecting these again pretty much all the way through. When I was working at like KB Toys, I remember them coming back in like the mid 2000s, and I was like the only one I think that cared about it, so I bought a bunch of them, not knowing that no one else really was not into them. All right, here's the last pack right here, and here's another rainbow card. Right there, take off on Gooey Gabe. Again, these are pretty much showing that these characters have aged. This is what they've been looking like now. All right, so Dangling Danielle, Alien Landon, Gale Power, Masterpiece, and it so certainly is. Edgy Edgar, Post Simon, I guess like Poseidon, and rounding it out up with Masked Manfred. There you go. So again, tonight I got quite a few cards. Got all these cards right here. Basically, it was a total of, if I do my math, 5 packs and 3 midlife crisis cards. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to feel like doing math right now. But the bottom line, you get about 30, 40 cards. Again, there's like all these odds on the bottom for like, if you can get like the stamp cards, which are like the printing plate, sketch cards. Autograph cards. I do have an autograph card that I actually got from the artist directly at Comic-Con a couple years ago. Good times. Definitely good times. Love the Garbage Pail Kids. Always have. We do appreciate you guys joining us for sure. If you like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff, you'll see all the different shows that we do. Like every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, we do a show called I Stream, You Stream. Right now, it's all about WandaVision. We do like reviews. If you check out the old episodes, you'll see that our co-host Lord Cash, he's really like the leader of that one. He shares so much insight and so much rumors. It's really cool. If you watch the old episodes with us, you could see all the little Easter eggs and things in it. We also have our Monday nights at Slam Nation at 7 o'clock Eastern time. We take a look at the world of professional wrestling. There's actually a show that him and I used to do back in the day. Now it's back. So check that out. And again, if you like, subscribe, and all those things, you'll get like alerts of like shows like this. I didn't post this. I just literally went live, and if you guys found it, awesome. Maybe you're already getting those alerts. But if you want to get more of them, check us out. We do really thank you and appreciate you for joining us tonight. And I'll be calling some of you. But like I said, it's just a really good time, and have fun with yourself. If it's something you like, go for it. At least that's what I tell myself, right? But again, thank you so much for joining us. AllThatPat. Adios.